Ramirez trying to lay one up deep. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, third down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
To throw is Ramirez on third down. And he finds a man on the crossing route. A good pickup there at 22. And this is a guy who last week not only helped his real team, but really helped a lot of fantasy teams. 3 trips to pay dirt. They've got to contain him.
And watching him play is like going to lunch with you when you order that combo plate, right? In this case, his combo plate is he can go over the top of you and catch it in front, turn it into a big gain, run past you, and then uses his size and his physical abilities to keep you away from the football. Hard to defend this.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Well, when he feels the pressure, naturally he likes going to his left, as most left-handed quarterbacks do. But this time he tries to let this go on the run, and it's going to wind up getting intercepted.
Yeah, the defense definitely showing blitz here. Here's Luck. Look at this time for Woods, and it's intercepted. Picked off here, the 32. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
Ramirez on first down. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Ramirez now to throw again. Steps away to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back to Indianapolis right after this. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Larry Ridley in Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Looking to throw. Ramirez. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now, that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
Now, let's see how the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. Back to throw. Ramirez. He's going to loft one deep left side here. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. A big play there. His 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Lions able to get this back within a touchdown. Wow, talk about a big 4th down conversion for the score defensively. How do you let that happen?
I think you start with the offense and you give them credit for going for it and having that type of Well, let's face it, audacity. But defensively, I think you're right on target, partner. There's no way something like that's supposed to happen in that situation. You're supposed to be able to shut that down and get the ball back for your own team. Instead, they give up not just a big play, but a touchdown.
Martin, the punter, now out to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had. Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. Call it a gain of 5, and that'll make it second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Luck on first down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. Second down now after the pass completion. Out of the gun, Luck. His throw's going to be incomplete. Robert Woods, the intended receiver that time. And it's third and short.
Well, they're slinging it. And then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown, out of his reach, and incomplete. Clock on third down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So here come the Lions now. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down.
Well, partner, I guess that answers the question about whether they're going to sit on it or not.
It does. Now we'll see if they try that again.
Yeah, I think what we find on plays like that, when you take that shot, if you're unsuccessful, then you go way more conservative to finish the half, you know? I think that's the way they'll go.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And another timeout taken by the Colts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. The Lions on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. Looking to throw. Ramirez. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. T.Y. Hilton deep for the Colts. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And taken right on the 30. And look out, a big hit to the shoulder pads took him right off his feet. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Play action. It's locked. Green's got it over the middle. And he's going to be run over. Hit hard as he'll be marked down. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we'll send you down to Orlando as we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry?
Thanks, Brandon, and welcome to our EA Halftime Report. I'm Larry Ridley, the coach now.
So no update from Larry after 17 weeks. Folks are saying, let's get on with the show. So we'll oblige as we get you set for the second half kickoff. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. An update now from down at Houston. And the lead has gotten even bigger. The Texans have got it in cruise control right now. DeAndre Hopkins, a first-half touchdown in that one. Here's Ramirez on 1st and 10. Buying time to his left. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A really good pickup of 28 yards. They've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. Now Ramirez throwing on 1st down. Throwing left side, it's complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10 to the 7. That one goes for 24 yards.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
Here we go.
To throw is Ramirez. Off play action. Flush to his right. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much there at all as he'll get this only up to about the 11. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on third and very long.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Now it's Locke. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. The screen gets 7, but it's not enough, and it'll be fourth down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Fielded at the 20. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And possession will switch hands, first and 10. Checking things elsewhere. Third quarter now from U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Back now here on EA Sports. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Ramirez looking to throw on second down. Flushed out right. And some space here. And he'll go out of bounds across the 35-yard line. It's a pickup of 19 yards on the play. And that's going to make it third down and less than a yard.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
The offense on third down tonight, they've only converted once in 4 tries. They're looking at third and a few inches. Ramirez now off the bootleg. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Colts pick it up. And he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room where they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
It's good to make it 17-7. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. This is taken at his 4. And Detroit getting set to go now. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them, the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for...
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Lions have got it back to a 1-score game.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. And they're able to get the connection on the long touchdown pass, and that's one of the easiest drive summaries you'll ever see. One play, touchdown. Martin, the punter, now out to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. As the Colts offense makes their way out, we take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. And it's all come down to this, hasn't it? Final week of the regular season. As this year's playoffs play out anything like the regular season has gone, could be in for a wild and fun month of January.
And we can break the rules because we can look ahead. All right, there's not a coach out there that's ever said to their team, all right, let's look three weeks down the road. It's always right here, right now. Forget that. Think about what the playoffs are going to look like. The teams that we see that are already in, the teams that are trying to get in, we could have some great matchups. Brandon, it's all about pace and tempo now for them. They've got the advantage, so I'm going to put musical terms for you. You don't want to go prestissimo. That's too quick, too lively, right? But you also don't want to slow it down too much. You don't want to go lento. What you really want to be is moderato. Nice and even, nice and steady, get those gains, and close out the game.
I think that chicken farm from last night's gone to your head. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this fourth quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you've got to know the situation.
And the ball is knocked out, and this is scooped up by the Lions. And to the 43, so down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line, that's where they'll take over.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it. And that's exactly what they did.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Yards still left on second down. To throw again, Ramirez. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Here we go now. 3-19.
Here's Ramirez. Operating from the gun. Going to throw right side here. Complete. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Now, that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
And now a 1st down following that long gain. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Back to throw. Ramirez. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit.
Well, we've seen some lead changes, and it certainly appeared that one of these squads was in full control of the game, but that's not the case after that touchdown.
Yeah, they erase a 2 TD deficit here to grab the lead. Prater on to add the extra point. It's up and good to make it 21-17. Martin, the punter, now out to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. So after that hot start, the numbers here show the decline. What has the defense done adjustment-wise?
Sometimes when you have a running back who's getting off to a hot start, you've got to catch him before he really gets going. So you change what you do across the defensive front. Instead of the linebackers being back a few yards, you bring them up closer. It's what we call mugging the line of scrimmage, taking away a lot of blocking angles and gaps, and maybe stopping him before he can get going.
Mugging the line of scrimmage, okay.
Yeah, in this case.
On first down, it's Locke. It's caught over the middle, Hooper. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
There's a good push to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something to have central casting, frankly.
Absolutely. I mean, size, the hands.
Speed. I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
And, of course, the quarterback in this situation, he's realizing time is becoming a factor. Let's see if they can get some points on the board here late. On first and 10, Locke. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. And leading here late, so a chance for the defense to really close out this game if they can halt the offense. Back to the air, Locke on second down. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Locke able to find Hilton there for a Colt first down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They come up on a first and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Here's Luck. And some room to maneuver. Give him 3 on the play, and it'll bring up a second down. Now Luck says let's get going as he'll hustle him to the line. Back to throw. And some room to run now. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. Offense comes to the line now, first and 10. They'll look to throw. Caught left side by Hill. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. T.Y. Hilton, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Colts have taken the lead here in the 4th.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but not. You got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, My replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now.
That crossing route is so effective when you hit it just right because you get a guy on the move, and then we see the end result there.
Nightmare for the defense. They got a guy with a full head of steam.
Not only does he catch it, but he picks up additional yardage after it.
A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times. Tried to target him again deep there, but unsuccessful. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Malik Hooker. And the return will stop right around the 25. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
And we're going to get another timeout called by the Lions. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. The Colts in victory formation now as they take the knee. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. They will take the knee here, and they will finish this regular season with a victory. The Colts send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for Indianapolis, they do get the victory here in the season finale, but it was altogether a disappointing season as they wind up at 6-10. And by just about all accounts, not the type of year they were hoping to have. Meanwhile, for Detroit, we'll have to see what happens as they're going to finish the year 10-6.
Yeah. Young Gerald. Yeah.